Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman, this is my lovely wife Jen, and today we are concluding our journey through the first season, I don't know if they're gonna do another season, but at least the first season of She-Hulk with episode 9. We've both been overall enjoying it kind of for what it is. I know we started off maybe being a little too critical on my part, but I feel like from then on, we've been just trying to enjoy it for what it is. I heard that the finale, this episode, is one of the shortest MCU Phase 4 finales of TV shows that have been made.
Last episode with Daredevil was probably my favorite
Probably the best
so
one.
far.
Yeah.
There is something to be said about Daredevil on screen. Fantastic.
Great.
Daredevil's chemistry with Jen is amazing. I would love for them to actually stay a couple. I think that would be fantastic. They were great together, I love it. He did laugh a lot, and I don't remember him laughing that much in Daredevil.
Yeah, well,
So
we hadn't finished season 3 yet either, but
okay, so maybe.
some people had already commented, thanks, that he was just kind of in a happier place.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense then.
You know, I mean, they're correlating it, but.
Okay, that so makes sense. That
No
there's
spoilers.
something else that I don't know. Got it. But that really was my only complaint during the series or the episode, and that's good to know. I liked the episode, but all it did was make me want to watch Daredevil season 3. I am truly missing watching him and Foggy. Well, I guess Karen.
I like Karen.
Absolutely Foggy. So I'm hoping that we are able to get back to that, but I think that having him on here was like the smartest choice. However, it also feels like the Book of Boba Fett for that reason.
When Mandalorian came in?
Yes, that he guest starred, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the best episode. So I don't know if that's, at the end of the day, I don't know if that's a good thing. You know, that my favorite episode was the one with Daredevil in it, and all the other ones were kind of like mediocre.
Yeah. So I will say that as of filming this, I believe Avatar: The Last Airbender, the book 1 finale, will have been posted by now. But we did go to Patreon and we asked, because if you're not familiar, Jen and I watched the first 2 seasons of Daredevil kind of back to back, and we let the patrons vote which season we would go into. So we watched season 1, season 2, and then something else won the poll at the time, which is why we stopped. So we have not finished Defenders or Daredevil season 3. So we finished the book 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. We did another poll on Patreon. Do you want us to continue with Avatar, or do you want us to go into the Defenders or Daredevil? And the patrons so far, there's still time to vote, but so far, continuing Avatar: The Last Airbender is what they've voted for.
I was a little disappointed, to be honest, just because, you know, seeing this, I'm just like,
Just Daredevil.
yeah, and I really just truly miss seeing him. I feel like it's been forever since we've seen him. So I was a little disappointed. I've all but given up on Punisher. I don't think I'll ever watch
Unless
Punisher.
we watch it on, that's the other thing too, is like we're purposely not watching it on our own
Here's
time.
the thing, because y'all should feel special. Any show that I have that moment where I'm like, oh, I want to watch that, my first thought is, no, because I want to save it for content. And Punisher is one of those things, because I really would love to do that for content.
The way I feel regardless, I'm happy to continue on with Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I hear season 2 and 3 are like really great.
I heard that too.
So I feel like we'd be doing that a disservice if we watched book 1, where it's not quite got its footing, you know, for us, and then quit there. So I am looking forward to it. It's not to down talk that, but I was like, oh man, you know, I kind of wanted to continue on with Daredevil too.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's been so long since I've seen it, and we went right into that both seasons, so I really wanted to see my boy Daredevil.
I know. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. Episode 9 of She-Hulk.
Jennifer Walters, lawyer, millennial, searching for a
Oh, is this from the show?
alters her body.
You used to watch The Incredible Hulk,
I
right?
did. Oh, wow.
Oh, this is great. I love this.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
She is provoked. She has seen with a raging spirit.
The savage She-Hulk.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
This was a targeted attack. They need to be held responsible.
Yeah, and they're directly linked too.
I was angry, which is how anyone would respond in that situation.
I agree.
We have an offer for a plea deal. The DA won't pursue any.
No.
Oh, screw that. Heck no.
Oh, what?
Like, yeah, you know, I was hacked. Forget about all that.
It's all right, people go
At least she's getting to go home, I guess. Busted.
always have your back.
Oh, Oh, Jen.
Cousin of the Hulk?
You can always move back here with us.
Thanks, Dad.
Of course. Work out every day at 7 a.m. You should join me.
Oh, I feel for her. Her life's just falling apart.
Hey, get off my damn lawn!
Good for him.
Legally Blonde. Oh, Aaron Brockovich.
I should have Holden that movie recently.
You did.
He doesn't like Julia Roberts.
I'm not a fan, but I did enjoy the movie.
We know that Hulk King is the admin on Intelligentsia, but the site's security is annoyingly airtight.
Operating outside of U.S. jurisdiction, which
One of these guys is gonna slip up, and we will find them, and we will destroy them.
legally.
I said by any and all means.
No, I am going to sue them. No. Out.
Can you send that to me, please?
Already did.
Oh, goodbye, Mom.
And we dated for a significant amount of time. I blame her grandmother.
Huh? This isn't even a reluctant superhero story. I'm just getting screwed over.
A new low. She has no more
No,
fighting.
we're not doing a narrator. We're not that off the rails.
Smug Hulk.
He's AWOL. Well, he said come anytime. This is a time. I'm not running from my problems. It's a mental health break.
Found this vid of She-Hulk in college. Forgive me, Jen, for this transgression.
Why is she doing that?
Oh, hey there, Hulk King.
She did it to infiltrate, I guess.
Hell yeah, I'll be there. Pop, are you still here? I need a favor.
Pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I hope this is okay. Beat the same. If you say I'm the
I think
monster.
his face is just photocopied on there.
This book sucks.
Okay, find out everything you can about these dweebs. Don't worry, I'm gonna be on the phone with you the entire time.
Please don't make me do this.
You have to, all right? I need you to blend in with these trolls. Always refer to women as females. Get your head in the game, buddy!
Lady Thor? Hey, guys, she just sucks, okay? And I'm not just saying that because she's a female. I would have the...
Nope, can't do it, Nikki.
Yes, you can. Let's do it, Pug.
Females, am I right?
Yeah, this guy.
Of course you're one of us. Yo, come here, man. Huh? Andy's hot. She wouldn't even have her powers without him, right? So why do we have to act like she earned everything? Here's where I'm at. Superpower should go.
See, she got everything through nepotism.
She got everything through nepotism.
Exactly. You think she boned Holloway?
Yes.
Like you're mad about it.
Yeah, and it pisses me off. Yeah. How did you get involved with this group here?
I created Intelligentsia. I'm Hulk King.
Oh my God.
I'm really proud of us for hacking She-Hulk's phone. We're not just talking.
This makes me sick.
I know. Like that guy's beanie. The beanie and the fedoras out there in the audience.
You gotta watch him when he makes it because he likes to slip in chicken blood.
Ew.
Rather just talk to Emil about this. Do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's down in the lodge. Some private event down there.
I would like to introduce our very special guest speaker. Give it up for the Abomination!
That guy was wearing clothes.
Really an honor to be your humble life coach for the evening. Every single person seizing their goal, am I right? Todd here has told me that you were all unsatisfied with your place in the world.
Wait.
Be powerful!
Emil?
Jennifer.
What are you doing here? Actually, I don't care. Emil,
Nothing bad, strictly for profit.
I vouched for you. Was there a real apology in there somewhere that I missed?
You guys are Intelligentsia. Todd created the site. He's Hulk King.
Does Emil know that?
I hired him to seduce you and steal your blood.
What are you talking about?
Safely give me all the powers you never should have been given in the first place.
This is not gonna work, right?
Why is it?
This can't possibly be where this season was going.
Come at me, bro!
Surprise, loser.
Oh my goodness.
Watch out!
Oh, he must not. There we go.
There. About to say, he's been MIA.
Okay, what is even happening here?
None of these storylines make any sense. Is this working for you?
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
This menu is not gonna stop me. All right, Marvel assembled. That'll do.
She's in the behind the scenes of the making of Marvel. That's kind of cool.
I love it. Hey, Little Bites.
What kind of stupid finale is this?
Kind of a twist.
A twist? The bad guy steals my blood. Where did you come up with that original idea?
Certain things that are supposed to happen in a superhero story.
This is the story that Kevin wants.
Yeah.
Then I want to talk to Kevin.
I would murder you to protect Kevin.
Okay, this is very creepy.
I wonder if these are the actual offices they're filming in.
Great.
Hey, you have that shirt.
I know, I do.
Your agreement and then have a seat.
None.
Why'd you make me sign if you were just gonna do that?
Everyone has to sign the NDA.
What is this? Kevin doesn't exist.
Jennifer.
Well, they were acting as if it was Kevin Feige.
Next.
Oh, but in
But,
this, they're
yeah.
saying it's like a robot.
Were you expecting a man?
And it's got the little hat thing.
Expensive.
Kevin Feige always wears a hat.
The visual effects team has moved on to another project. There produces near perfect products.
Near perfect.
But I leave that debate up to the internet.
Well, it's my show.
Incorrect. It's KEVIN's show.
Illegal comedy.
If that's what you prefer to call it.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe. Big spectacles and high-stakes plot lines. Marvel movies all end the same way.
Wait, who's saying that?
I propose we don't have to do that.
Huh.
My life fell apart right when I was learning to be both Jen and She-Hulk. Those are my stakes, Kevin.
What is the ending you propose?
Powers aren't the villain. He is.
Erasing blood plot. But Bruce is supposed to return to explain what he was
No,
doing
no,
on
we don't need to hear any.
recalculating. And Abomination?
Oh, would not mind seeing Daredevil again. A woman has needs.
Historically, we've been light in that department.
We got Tony Stark, daddy issues.
Jen.
Thor, daddy issues. Star-Lord, 2 daddies, 2 issues.
Jen,
When are we getting the X-Men?
I cannot tell you that. You obliterated the thrilling ending Kevin formulated.
Well, yeah, that's what Hulks do. I smash fourth walls and sometimes Matt Murdock.
Okay, now see you on the big screen.
Really?
No.
Oh, whatever.
You're about to witness a murder.
Now I'm ready to deal with you. I'll see you in court, babe.
Jen.
There's my boy.
I see you too. Oh my God, did they hook up or did they thing?
Hi, Daredevil.
All right, as your legal counsel, you go back to prison for 10 years for violating your parole.
Yep. It's the karmic price I pay for my actions.
Maybe you can write some haikus about it.
All right, Blonsky.
Sarcasm?
I love seeing Matt Murdock.
Jen tells me you have your own practice?
Yeah, in Hell's Kitchen.
You hear that, Rebecca?
I've always wanted to help the people in my neighborhood who can't afford legal services.
So you don't make a lot of money.
I don't do it for the money.
But you do make some money, right?
Dad!
I did not think the conversation was going that way.
Matt, every conversation is going in that direction.
He's such a nice guy.
Why not stay?
Ew.
Well,
Welcome to my life.
oh, hold on.
Cousin, Bruce.
I have someone here that I'd like you all to meet. This is my son, Scar. I know.
Who's he?
Oh, your family.
Holden.
Apparently that's his son, I guess.
Did you know about him?
Can you share any details about your lawsuit against Todd Phelps?
If you attack, harm, or harass innocent people, I'm coming for you.
Courtroom or as a superhero?
Both.
The difficult diva of law herself.
Long.
You got sucked into another show, didn't you?
We're really in an era of big TV.
Shared fridge?
Kind of all one with everything,
What
family.
about Wi-Fi?
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
All right.
All right, just finished the finale of She-Hulk. What did you think?
I thought it was okay. It did not feel like a finale.
No.
I really thought that it was going to be more eventful. I know that the focus was, intelligentsia, finding out that stuff, but her talking to the camera sometimes, what do you call it? Breaking the fourth wall. Sometimes sometimes I feel like because this show is so short, it kind of wastes time in certain situations. Some of the time I do like it and enjoy it, but I think this is one episode where I just didn't like it. I'm kind of like, they could have used that time for, I don't know, more useful.
Yeah.
But, you know, Jen, the character, I absolutely adore her, and having Daredevil, even if it was just for a split second, that like last scene of them all having like a picnic or whatever, I love that.
Yeah.
I love seeing Jen and Matt together. I really do. So for me, that's like my favorite part, but it really did not feel like a season finale to me.
Yeah, I agree. I don't mind the breaking of the fourth wall when it's done for comedic purposes, sort of here or there.
Mhm.
I feel like this episode may have delved too far into like being meta, you know, being overly self-aware that it's a show and all that. And I appreciate her going in and seeing this robot that says Kevin, kind of poking fun at Kevin Feige and the world of Marvel, and them having this whole conversation. Can we not do the blood thing? And that's great, but I kind of like with you, I feel like a lot of that was a waste of time. If you want to do something different, which I hear you, great, then just do it, you know, because I feel like we spent 10 minutes, you know, 5-10 minutes of that whole sequence.
You don't need to set it up and explain or go into this like whole charade.
Just do it, because the first half of the episode was them building up. Jen is now at the lodge or whatever where Intelligentsia is at, and then we have this whole meta thing, and then the end of it, it's resolved. The guy's being arrested.
If the episodes were longer, I probably wouldn't really care, but because the time is so limited, I felt like they just really didn't give that spotlight to exactly what she was saying, which was, this is the storyline that's happening right now, and that should be enough. And she's absolutely right. I was enjoying that, like seeing her life pretty much fall apart, but her trying to pick up the pieces made her character real. It made me connect to her, and I appreciate that. So them really taking a heavy veer off as much as they did, I don't think really paid off in the end. I think if they had touched on it, but not focused that much time, I think it would have had a much more productive ending.
Yeah. I think that where they were at with Jen coming into the Intelligentsia meeting, I feel like that was great. And then it became comical with Titania coming in, Bruce coming in, the guy stealing the blood or whatever. I mean, I was watching that and just be like, oh, I guess this is the route we're going, okay. And then, you know, she makes it so it's an obvious joke. But I think that I thought that was a good conflict initially. There's Intelligentsia at the Abomination's place. He's Abomination when he's not supposed to be. And she's inadvertently walking into the group of the people that hate her and have tried to ruin her. That's a great like setup for conflict. And instead of any type of resolve for that,
they focus so heavily on the ridiculousness of it.
They go to they do the ridiculousness to bolster the jokes of their whole meta thing with Kevin. And then when that meta thing is done, they don't even go back to fix it and show it. They just go back to the resolution, Todd's being arrested. You know?
I think it was, they focus a little too much on that for me. Really, less is more. A lot of times I feel like they should just simply touch on it, make it there, and then move on. You know, and I felt like most of the episode was dedicated to that. Even if it wasn't exactly time-wise, it felt like that was a majority of the episode, and that's not what I tuned in for, you know?
Yeah.
I tuned into exactly what she said, seeing her adjust and, you know, see her going through this struggle and how she's putting it back together and complications.
And you know what really sucks too is that I really like Tatiana, what is it, Ms. Laney? I really like her a lot. I think that she's great as that character, and I like She-Hulk a lot too. But I'm just not crazy about, I guess, the way that they sort of crafted the season of the show. We watched 9 episodes of this. How do you feel about it as a whole?
I feel very neutral about it. I don't really have any strong feelings of like hating it, because there are aspects of it that I do enjoy. You know, once it was like clarified that it is supposed to be like a comedy / law show, I do enjoy that aspect. I kind of wish that I would have just gotten more of her as an attorney struggling to also be She-Hulk. That was probably my favorite part about the show, like seeing her dating and the reactions that she was getting, how people were treating her differently, and just how naturally funny she is. That's the stuff that I really tuned into, but I think that they were really trying too hard, trying to live up to like Marvel. You know what I mean? And I don't think that that was necessary, but I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm just kind of like, I'm glad that I saw the 9 episodes. Am I gonna go back to it? No. Tatiana and Daredevil for me were the saving graces of this show. I really enjoyed seeing them together, and just seeing Jen's character was really rewarding. But other than that, it wasn't like anything that I'm like, you know, I've seen some people that are very like, it's a great show, and I wanted to like it. I really did. I had high hopes for it, but it's just not my favorite. That's all.
I think if this had not come in, like if we had no Marvel knowledge prior, you know, when we just watched this, I don't feel like we would have thought it was good at all. I know that we came into the season being pretty critical of like the first 2 episodes. We tried to just, okay, we'll just take it for what it is. And I feel like from there, I feel like we've been pretty fair. You know, we haven't been like, this sucks or this is the best. We've just kind of been taking it episode at a time. And now that we've concluded it, we've watched it kind of in its entirety now, I don't think that this was good.
I also think that, and y'all may hate it, but it's just how I feel, with the Marvel content, I have become acclimated to it being intense. Every Marvel movie that we've watched, the shows have been all intense in nature. Whether it's your emotions, pulling your emotions in, or whether it's like dark, it's just all around been very intense. So I think that it's neutral for me because I've not been able to digest that fully either. But you know, I can understand why other people would be like, oh, that's refreshing, you know? I think I just really like the Marvel intense stuff. You know, like Endgame is just like so intense all the time that it's crazy. And so going from that to something like this is just an adjustment. And I think I really do need more time to digest it. And if the episodes would have been longer too, I think that would have helped because I would have had more saturation to it. So
yeah,
I like I said, I really wanted to like it because I love the character of the Hulk. You know, I love it, and having this like female version is like fantastic, and even more interesting that she's an attorney.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that it was up my alley. That's all. I'm sorry.
I think there was some sloppiness in the writing. I think that they didn't go in with like direction. I know intelligentsia was supposed to be the main problem for her, but really didn't become an issue until like the last 3 episodes. There were some episodes where they just sort of did some stuff here, did some stuff there, some things that really didn't matter in this grand scheme of things. I don't think they focused enough on the law part. Even if you want to make it comedy, one of the best things about Daredevil are their like law problems, you know, and the way that they handle that. And that it's like a footnote in this show. You know, she's She-Hulk who happens to be a lawyer. I also feel like we never really got a satisfactory conflict resolution in the show. I was expecting to get it here, but we really didn't. We subverted that for the meta self-awareness thing, and we never really saw that. And I don't necessarily mean like we need this climactic epic battle fight, which I agree with you, I wouldn't mind seeing. But it just fell flat. We talked to Kevin and then we're done.
And yeah, and you know, something that we talked about in the beginning, we were trying to figure out like if each episode was going to be its own storyline or whether there was going to be a bigger one. The intelligentsia storyline, I don't feel like it brought enough. I wish they had gone with a different storyline, I guess, if that was going to be like their main storyline.
Yeah.
So it definitely seems like they really struggled with what direction to go in.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I think that they just whatever. Again, I love Tatiana Maslany. I think that she was great.
She's fantastic.
I want to see more of her. I would love to see her I like her and Daredevil, you know, doing their thing together.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, power couple. Like for me, that was so great seeing them together, and I really, truly enjoyed the previous episode. That was a lot of fun for me.
Yeah.
And I wish there would have been more of that.
Yeah. I don't hate this show, but I think as far as Marvel goes, it's probably one of the weaker ones that they have, and certainly in my opinion the weakest of Phase 4, you know, but that's just my opinion.
Is this the first Marvel like identified as comedy?
I mean, I don't know, maybe. I would consider Thor Ragnarok to be pretty like comedy, and Marvel in general has always had like a type of humor throughout regardless. I know that this is like more intense and more frequent, but I feel like in the past, you know, in Phase 4, Phase 3, they've there's always been like humor.
Yeah, and I realize that, but this feels very different. Like there's an off feeling about it.
To me, like I wouldn't look at this and be like like I'm gonna watch this for some laughs, my guy. Like I wouldn't do that. This feels like they just turned up the Marvel humor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like if this is a comedy, it's not a very good comedy, is what I'm trying to get at. There were funny parts, like I'm enjoying it, it's light, but it's no like Abbott and Costello. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really, for the humor, I don't think that a majority of stuff that I thought was funny was like jokes that were made. I think it was just like Jen's reaction, you know, just like natural things that came through. So I was just trying to evaluate, is it because it's like so heavy on the comedy that it wasn't like a hit for me? I'm not sure, but it was different. There was like parts that I really did enjoy, and then there was other parts that I was just kind of like.
I'm with you there too. There were parts I really liked, parts I really didn't care for. I don't think that they were handled well. You know, those are just some of our thoughts, guys. We'd love to know some of your thoughts down in the comments below. So leave us a comment down below. Are we way off base? Is this great? Are we way off base? Is this absolutely horrible? We're giving it too much slack. Let us know down there. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. It does help the channel out a lot. Check out Patreon. You can watch the full-length reaction along with us. We also have a bunch of stuff up there early right now. And we are going into the 7th season of Clone Wars on Patreon. So you can get caught up and watch the 7th season with us. But that is it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care.